Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, all right. So, I do apologize for starting up late. Ran into a little bit of a problem on my end, but it's all well and taken care of, obviously, because I'm doing a show right now. So, um, it's all well and good. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, I guarantee you, or at least try to. Um, so, I'm kidding. We are going to have fun. So, um, as you can see on the description of what I posted, a lot to talk about. We have tons to talk about. Basically, in regards to the apparently a lot of stuff that went down last week, as I mentioned in regards to what happened at um, about about the incident that happened at the Phoenix Comicon last week, that you heard here first on this show, and there wasn't much there wasn't much detail of what went down, because it happened because of course it happened all too fast, and so we are going to discuss more about it here tonight, and of course, um, everything going on in the news right now.
Hey,
Um, in regards to um, a bunch of other stuff that went down um, around Memorial Day weekend. About um, Tiger Woods and his DUI. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that. Um, and then, of course, the incident with that's going on social media all over the place in regards to Kathy Griffen, um, comedian comedian Kathy Griffen, and her being let go of future New Year's Eve specials. And it's going to be pretty crazy. So I do apologize for pausing a little bit because because I'm trying to find the article. Which I don't even need to go on there. So I can just go on here and search her name. And yes, I did misspell her name wrong in the description, so you're just gonna have to bear with it. So there's like there's a lot of stuff to talk about and everything, and of course we're gonna have a lot of fun with the so lots of crazy stuff and everything. So, but still, we're gonna have. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. I guarantee it. As I said, I do apologize for the pausing and everything like that, because I'm just getting some information, getting all the information and everything like that. So we are going to be doing a lot of stuff and everything like that. So before we get things wrapped up and on the road and everything, and get things out of the way, and address more on the schedule for excuse me, for the schedule of the for the thing we're for the E3 special. We're gonna be I'm actually going to be updating it, because there's like a lot of stuff going down. So shout outs first, like we always do. Get them out of the way and everything. Shout outs, of course. Big shout out to my good friends over on Facebook, on the Gaming Pros and Otherwise page and everything. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. And tell them Tom Dog sent ya. Also, if you haven't downloaded the Bristol Beat app yet, you're missing out on some awesome music. I guarantee you that. My good friend Jen and everybody over at Bristol Beat, big shout out to them. So download it today on the Apple iStore, on the Apple App Store, or Google Play. Download it now. And there it is right there. And also bristolbeat.com. If you don't really have any memory on your phone or anything like that, you can always download it through your through your Apple, through the. You can always listen to it on their website. It's personalbeat.com. So download it today. You'll be glad you did. And then, of course, to my lovely, lovely girlfriend, Marissa, who might be watching me right now. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll soon see. Of course, best shout out of the night and everything. So, get that out of the way and everything. And know that I'm going to be making her proud, as I always do. And then, of course, the plugs right behind me. If you have not yet subscribed to Loot Crate, you're missing out on some awesome, awesome stuff. Did an unboxing not too long ago. Actually, it was last week I did an unboxing, so it was a lot of fun. So check it out on my YouTube channel. Had a lot of fun with that, and a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff in that one. And then this month is no exception. We're going to be doing the unboxing for that, and it's going to be Alter Egos. So that's going to be really, really cool. So be able to check that out. And if you have not yet subscribed to Loot Crate, you can do it right now. LootCrate.com. Do it while you're watching me make a fool out of myself on a weekly basis, or on random basis, if whichever you choose. So, so yeah. Oh yeah, I won't be able to listen to that. Actually, maybe I could. I'm like charging my phone because I've been out and about all day. And then, of course, Smuggler's Bounty. If you have not yet subscribed to Smuggler's Bounty, you're missing out on some awesome stuff. And also, all the other subscriptions over on Funko.com. Check it out. It's really, really awesome. You'll have you really will enjoy that. And then, of course, let's not forget the all right, and just want to remind everybody that this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trade in your old video games and consoles. Trade in your video games and consoles. Trade in your old video games and consoles, retro video games, accessories and systems, DVD box sets, Blu-rays, sports cards and novelty items, wrestling collectibles, and autographed items such as sports, wrestling, and actors.
I sincerely apologize.
And so it's going to be so check it out. If you're ever in the Connecticut area and you're looking to get rid of some stuff, you can check it out over at 1049 Queen Street in Southern Connecticut, or you could check it out in 38 Center Street in Wallingford, Connecticut. So check it out, and don't forget to check out their website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. So there it is. There's your shout outs and and of course the sponsor and everything. So a lot of fun, times. I guarantee it. So, all right. So we have lots to talk about, as I said at the beginning of the show. But before we do that, let's get started with the top 5. As you know, Twitter's been blowing up all this week, and I was, which is unusual because I'm usually never on Twitter as much, and only when I'm doing a video or addressing when I'm going on on here to do my this show here at Channel X. So one of the things that that was the hot topic for this week, and it's actually kind of funny in my opinion. And Donald Trump pretty much made a typo on one of his tweets. When hasn't he been on Twitter and everything like that? He has a fucking country to run and everything like that. So you don't really necessarily need to be tweeting every goddamn time. So, but anyways, the most popular word this week, which was then deleted, and he misspelled a word. I was like, how could he misspell a word? Because apparently he was going to say coverage, but then it said Covfefe, which is spelled Covfefe. So, with that being said, it was all over social media. Everyone's having there was like mixed reactions about this. It said, "Oh, the president can't spell," and everything like that. It's like, does anybody proofread his tweets and everything like that? It's like, I honestly thought it was funny because, I mean, yeah, I'm not a Trump. As I said before, I am nowhere near a Trump supporter, and of course everybody knows that, but to me, I thought it was hilarious and everything. So, and the fact that he messed up one word and said it to another, but I guess it meant something else. Like, according to Senator Al Franken, who's really, really hilarious. I actually like him and everything. He actually, pointed out that it meant that it's late, I'm tired, and I'm going to bed. So that's what he said. But I don't really know if that's true. If that, he probably meant it as a joke and everything like that. But nonetheless, everybody was having a good time. Everybody was having fun with it, and this comes to no surprise because now I'm chiming in at the top 5 things that I can come up with that I can use the word Covfefe with the word Covfefe. And why only 5? Because YouTube is only giving me $2.75. Ain't that a bitch? So here it is, the top 5 things that I could come up with the word Covfefe. And here it is. Number 5. Covfefe outside, how about that? And I flung that, but it landed still on my table here. Number 4. Every New Year's, Times Square is covered with kafifi. Okay, number 3. This one's a doozy. Number 3. President Trump loves grabbing women by the kafifi. It's no lie, you know. I mean, I see a woman's kafifi, I have to grab it. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually if they actually use that as a form of female genitalia. Just putting it out there. Speaking of which, here's one that's going to piss off those Catholic bastards, those religious fanatics out there. Coming in at number 2. It's a sin to kafifi thy neighbor's worldly goods. It's there. It's part of the 10 Commandments. It is. I wonder if a lot of religious fanatics are going to get offended by that, just for me saying that at number 2. Because of the fact that, you know, I always piss off the religious fanatics, and I've said that one too many times and everything like that. And if I was doing this on cable, if I was still doing this on cable access, I probably would have been. It's like, oh, he's gone too far. He's offended God one too many times. I'm just like, you're offending God by molesting little boys. So don't get offended by me. Don't be a hypocrite. So, and here it is, the number 1 thing that I could come up with using the word kafifi. Kafifi and many other married women to have an affair with on AshleyMadison.com. That was good. That was a good throw. Nearly decapitated my my Master Chief display over on my Halo display. The display that I hold near and dear to. And that was your top 5. Top 5. Top 5. We are live doing the top 5. So, alright, let's get this out of the way first. Well,
Hey everybody, be happy.
While we're at it and everything. Oh, excuse me. And we're gonna talk about this, and this is coming from the New York Post, and in her bubble, Kathy Griffen thought nothing was out of bounds in mocking Trump. And yes, yes, I'm assuming you're still talking about the Kafifi joke with the Ashley Madison gimmick. So, so apparently, comedian Kathy Griffen, love you too. I love you too, baby. There was a post that was going on I believe it was. I think it was on her Twitter page, but I'm going to read more into it. Because there's like a lot of lot to talk about and everything like that. And I'll play a little excerpt of on her Twitter page, her apology. Imagine living in a bubble so impregnable. It didn't occur to you that retailing a photograph of a decapitated president's head would be a horrendous career move. A bubble in which you don't know anyone who doesn't think the world would be a better place once Donald Trump had his head cut off. Now, this is coming from the New York Post by the that was done by John Podhoretz. That is the world Kathy Griffen lives in. This Times Square Rolex knockoff of Joan Rivers knew the photograph of her holding the decapitated and bloody head of the President of the United States was edgy and provocative. That's why she was excited to pose for it. That's why she sent it to TMZ. That's why she intentionally defended the picture to the journalist Yashar Ali by claiming it was art. Well, this guy is going like, that's crazy. So in light of all that stuff that happened and everything like that, so Kathy Griffen was photographed with the beheaded Trump. The gory snap was taken by photographer Tyler Shields, TMZ reported Tuesday. Griffen joked during the weird photo shoot that she probably had to flee to Mexico when the unsettling image became public, according to the celebrity gossip site. So, now, here, of course, is...
Hey everybody, it's me, Kathy Griffen. I sincerely apologize. I am just now seeing the reaction of these images. I'm a comic. I crossed the line. I moved the line, then I crossed it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. I understand how it offends people. It wasn't funny. I get it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue. I ask your forgiveness. Taking down the image. Going to ask the photographer to take down the image. And I beg for your forgiveness. I went too far. I made a mistake, and I was wrong.
Okay. So, that's coming from her Twitter page. Shortly after. And now, here's what I think about it. Whether you disagree or you agree with Trump, it doesn't really matter. But whether you like the guy, whether you hate the guy, whether you want to smack him across the face several times to wake up like I want to do, because believe me, Donald Trump does need to be smacked around a few times. But you know, posing a decapitated, bloody head of Trump was a little bit overboard. Now, I'm not now Now, I want everybody to hear me out, and I don't want everybody to say, "Oh, you're finally defending Trump now. You're finally giving." No, I am not. I'm looking Donald Trump as a president, okay, which is hard for me to accept because of the fact that, with all the shit that's been going down and everything like that, I still think, and I stand by it, that this election was rigged, and we got FBI, we got everybody, we got a lot of people in question. It's still in question right now. There's like a lot of talk about fake news and everything, which I've talked about many times here, but going as far as posing a picture of a decapitated head of Donald Trump. Yeah, he's our president, but still, it was a little bit overboard. And it was too much. And I saw the picture and I was like, I don't wish death upon our president. However, I never wish that on anybody. The only time where I even wished death upon somebody was Osama bin Laden, and that was true. I mean, and Donald Trump, is backing, is pulling out of this whole climate fiasco with Paris, and with Paris, France, and everything like that. To discuss climate control and climate change, or whatever like that. And I can't really comment too much about it because I didn't read. I should have read up on it when I should have, and that's my fault. But it's ridiculous that we really, yeah, we understand that Kathy Griffen had to, may have done what she did and everything like that, but it was a really risky move. It really was a really risky move because, because it's going to probably hurt her career. Whether she's a Trump supporter or, whether she, regardless of who's a Trump supporter and who's not, it doesn't matter. It's like, she's a very talented comedian. However, and it literally is sad that that somebody would ruin their career like that by posting a picture like that, and it's really, really bad. And I think the apology was a little bit too excuse me, too late, because of the fact that I'm going to read you this other article from the New York Times, or the New York Post, and it says Anderson Cooper will be looking for a new New Year's Eve co-host after CNN decided Wednesday to sever its relationship with the comic. The sacking comes one day after Griffen thought posting a photo and video of her holding up what was intended to look like the severed head of President Trump was a good career move. She later apologized when she saw the blowback from both left and right, including Cooper. Alas, too late. And it really was. It literally was too late, because the fact that I don't know if she's doing any other projects or anything like that. I know that she still does stand up and everything like that, but from I hate to say this, but after that incident, it's like it doesn't matter if it was the right thing to do or not the right thing to do. It really wasn't the right thing to do. And I like Kathy Griffin's style and everything like that, but I just hope that her comedy career recovers. I really do hope so, because I wouldn't be surprised. I really would not be surprised if Kathy show was bombarded by Trump supporters protesting outside the venues, protesting her not to perform. And that's going to be sad right there, but at the same time, I'm not going to feel sorry for her, because of the fact that she basically fucked up her career because of the fact that she did something stupid. It's like I said, I wouldn't, do that on, in the public eye, knowing that there's, whether it was a photo shoot or a camera thing, there's a time and a place for everything. And if it was, it was a photo shoot, but she should have had enough common sense to say, you know what, hey, let's not go with this. Let's not go with this. Like, maybe hold up. It's like, it would have been better if she just hold up a sign saying, let's not make America great again. Or maybe just having a picture of Donald Trump, but with devil horns and a pitchfork and everything like that. I think that probably would have been a lot better. Instead of taking the low road and having a bloody, decapitated head of the president, because that really does mean that that you actually wish he was dead. And it's like, whether you apologize, and it's like, it doesn't matter if you apologize or not, the damage has been done. And I wouldn't do something like that. I really would not. It's, as I said, I would probably have a sign that said, have a sign that says, let's not make America great again. Or basically, or I would just go and say, or I would just draw a picture of Donald Trump with devil horns and the pitchfork and everything like that. I would go and do that, but I would never in my life post a picture. Pose a picture with a decapitated head of Trump. That would be pushing it way too far, and of course that would be hurting my career as well too, or lack thereof. So everything, but as I said, I really do hope that she recovers from this, and hopefully move on from this, but we'll soon see what happens in the weeks to come. We'll see what happens, because it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. All right, on with other news here. This is coming from People magazine, and now this is something I talked about last week. It was actually a live a breaking news update. Pretty much, it was like it just happened. It just pretty much happened from out of nowhere. As I stated last week, there was an issue. There was an incident where the Phoenix Comicon guy was arrested for carrying some firearms and some ammo at the Phoenix Comicon in the Comicon at Phoenix, Arizona, and so we now have word about what happened. It was actually 24 hours. And everything. Sorry about that. We now have some more details on as to what happened, because 24 hours the next day, I wake up and my Facebook page was I was surfing around Facebook and everything like that, saying hi to my friends and everybody, and looking at some other stuff, and like maybe posting some stuff about an unboxing and whatever. Anyways, one of the things that I saw, and it's one of the people that I follow on Facebook, was actually at the Comic-Con in Phoenix, at the Phoenix Comic-Con. And he was the one being targeted, and that person was Jason David Frank, better known as Tommy the Green Ranger on the popular show Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and he's been pretty much a popular character on Tommy on there, and is one of my favorite Power Rangers, of course. And he also went on to do mixed martial arts, and so this is what was written down here on People magazine. On Friday, former Green Power Ranger and mixed martial artist Jason David Frank spoke to reporters about his alleged assassination attempt at Phoenix Comic-Con. Police arrested a man at the Phoenix Convention Center on Thursday after he made it into the event with multiple weapons, including three guns and a knife. Phoenix police confirmed to People in a statement on Sunday. The suspect has been identified as 31-year-old Matthew Sterling, Phoenix police said in the statement. He was booked for 1 count of attempted murder, 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, wearing body armor during the commission of a felony, resisting arrest, and carrying a weapon in a prohibited place. The suspect was allegedly targeting Frank, who was appearing at the convention, according to Uproxx. According to court records obtained by ABC 15, which I believe that's the news station down there in Phoenix. The suspect allegedly had a calendar reminder set on his smartphone saying "Kill JDF," the actor's initials. In his initial court appearance, Maricopa County Deputy Attorney Ed Leader said the suspect indicated that he was going to have a showdown and kill God knows how many more cops, according to the Arizona Republic. The actor sustained no injuries and thanked police for their efforts in stopping the gunman. "I am very grateful to the Phoenix Police Department and their brave and outstanding efforts which avoided a terrible tragedy as recently seen at the concert in Manchester," Frank said in a news conference with Fox 10 Phoenix. Frank said he does not know the person who was arrested, but he will pray for him. He said the incident could affect security across Comicons around the world, as attendees often bring prop weapons to heighten their often elaborate costumes, which is something I also brought up on last week's show. Which, of course, that doesn't surprise me there. Which I had a feeling that was going to be and one of the things that I think that's coming up this month or next month, there's going to be a couple of Comic-Cons here in Connecticut, so we'll see what happens. This is an eye-opening situation to increase and add more securities to all Comic-Cons around the world. Due to the increased securities for the duration of the show, we are banning all prop weapons. However, please do not let this hinder your creativity in the festival atmosphere, he said. Indeed, authorities have added additional screening and security to the event, also taking measures to ensure that all prop weapons sold by vendors are kept in their packaging until leaving the event, according to Phoenix Police's statement. Frank also thanked fans for their support of both him and the convention on Facebook Live. You will start hearing stuff on social media. I'm fine. I'm okay. Love you all. Even though it looks like things don't faze me, I refuse to have a situation tear me apart mentally. You got to remember, things could have always been worse. Things could have been worse, but it wasn't. Everyone is safe. Things are okay, and it's a great thing, Frank said. So that's not bad, but it is scary. It really is scary, and when I first heard about that, I was like, holy shit! It's like, why would this guy try to go after Jason David Frank? And it's like, what did he do? What did he do to piss him off so much? And it's like, it's really, really ridiculous. And I really am glad that the authorities acted in a timely manner like they did. That is amazing, and I wish more cops were like that. Especially here in Waterbury, especially here in Connecticut. So, and it really is ridiculous. And kind of fucked up, really. And that guy's going to get some time in jail and everything like that. And but I'm sure we're gonna find out on as to why he wanted to do what he did. Thank God that didn't happen. And you know, something like that can really, do something. You know, can really do something to you. And to be quite honest with you, it's it is scary sometimes. It really is. That you don't know who's could have been like he's like a crazed fan and be like everything like that. We really don't know the whole story, but you can't go around doing shit like that. You really can't. And as I said before, thank God nobody was hurt, and the police responded quickly to the incident. And and of course this comes after 1 week in regards to what happened in Manchester, England. So really gotta do what you have to do and everything like that. So we'll see what happens. Like that. So here we go. And pretty much to top things all off here this evening, we have another news article to talk about, and it's regarding one Tiger Woods. Memorial Day weekend, he got arrested for a DUI. And when I read about this was also blown up on my page and everything like that. Excuse me. Like I said, social media was all over the place this week. And when I first heard about this, I literally I was like, what? And then I looked at his mugshot, because now he has a mugshot. And Tiger Woods looks like shit, man. Oh my God. He looked horrible in that picture. He looked like Nick Nolte without all the hair. Remember that picture there, the Nick Nolte's mugshot? Oh my God. That's another crazy one. But yeah, Tiger Woods, that's another career that's going down the pooper. Years ago was a few years ago was the sex scandal. Which to be honest with you, that was that was pretty crazy too. I was like, at first I did not want to believe that, but it happened. It literally did happen, and and because of that, he lost all his endorsements with with Nike and EA Games and everything like that. So, you know, he's gotta stop fucking up. Like, otherwise you'll find his career in the bunker, or sandcraft, if you will. So, alright, so, anyways, we have one more thing to discuss, and that is, of course, I posted the schedule for the E3 Spectacular, for the Channel X E3 Special. It's one of the most popular events that I always do around E3. It's been pretty much a staple of mine. Every time I do Channel X, I have to do this, and it's been one of the most huge flagships of mine and everything like that, and it's been one that I always cherish and everything. So, so the schedule, as far as I know, goes as follows. It's we have, as I stated before, on Monday it's going to be the E3 predictions special, which I did say I was going to do that Monday, but I decided that I'm going to do that next week. I'm going to be doing that next Thursday. I'm going to get that in line. So I'm going to be changing up the so I'm going to be doing another video on that. Pretty much an update to what I'm going to do and everything like that. So it's going to be the official schedule, and it's going to be the official schedule of the Channel X E3 special. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. And then so I bragged up this car. yeah, that is the lineup that I have scheduled. All right, so that is all the time I have for today. I hope you all had a good time as I did. We had a lot of fun, and we were also serious on some things and everything like that. But we are going to call it a night, and we will see you again here next week. We're going to be doing the Channel X prediction special. It's going to be very, very interesting. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. What I'm going to be predicting between all three systems: the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, and maybe the anything from Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. So we're going to be taking care of that, and it's going to be very interesting. I know in the video that I done, I said that I was going to do the, talk about do that on the Monday, the week of E3, but with E3 coming around, and I guess they're changing all the dates and everything like that. So I'm gonna do a video and everything like that, and get that out of the way as soon as possible. But the schedule still remain. Everything's still gonna. The lineup is still going to be the same. The predictions episode is going to be here live on Twitch, live on YouTube, and then the Xbox briefing is going to be on. We're just going to change up the dates a little bit. So I'll keep everybody in tune with what I'm going to be doing. But still, the lineup is that the Microsoft briefing is going to be on. The Microsoft briefing is going to be on Twitch. The Sony wrap up is going to be on here on YouTube, and then the Nintendo lineup is going to be wrap up is going to be on Twitch. So, and then the final E3 wrap up is going to be on YouTube. So a lot of interesting stuff and everything like that, and I hope you will tune in too and everything like that. Because it really is interesting, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247, and also if you miss any of tonight's episode, you can check that out a little bit later on, as it gets after the live event gets uploaded and monetized and everything like that. So check that out. And also, while you're on YouTube, check out some other past shows and everything like that. While you're at it, like, comment, and face hug that subscribe button. And we will see you all again here next week. Same time, same channel. And we will see you then. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace.